Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of
How I made a song, yeah.
I just put out a new song called Without You, and this is what we're going to be breaking down today. It's been 11 months since I've put out new music. We've been touring relentlessly over the last year for Reasons Why, my last record. Thank you to all of you that have been following along, coming to shows and all that stuff. But it's always fun to put out new songs, and this is where we're at right now. Actually, in about 2 months, we're coming to the UK for almost 3 weeks. So if you're in England, if you're in Wales, if you're in Scotland, I would love to see you there. So please consider joining us, all right? So this song was written a few years ago with my friend Dee Adam. Her internet kept going in and out. She's in Whitstable in the UK. It was during a fairly big storm, but we got through it and we came up with this song. So as always, I started this idea with some chords that I had sitting around in my head. So let's jump into it. Let's just get right into the fun stuff here. As always, I'm using stems. This is not like the official session. You're going to see some tracks that might have 2 tracks in them. And the reason I do that is so you can get the fully processed version to hear, isolated, and it's just a cleaner, smaller session, so you don't have to see a million tracks. Why don't we start with guitars here, because there's a lot of fun guitars. The main first guitar here is the one that you hear right out the gate with another guitar. This is based off of that original demo track that I came up with that you heard earlier. So it sounds like this. And then so on. Chorus. So pretty simple, kind of clean with a little bit of hair on it. That's our main rhythm track. The next guitar part is doubling what you just heard. I was messing around with this pedal actually. See that there? It's called the Lossy by Chase Bliss and the Good Hurts guys, who make a bunch of amazing plugins that I use all the time. I know a lot of other people really like them. And they collaborated for a pedal. It's like, how much better does it get? So this sound I had from it is very... Think filter, think the sound I use for Heart by Heart and songs like that, but think even more so. So check this out. I should also say you're hearing a chordal part on the bottom and you're hearing a single note higher part on the top. Let's find that chorus. So if I put that together with the first rhythm guitar, this is what you're hearing. So you have like this very picky kind of trebly sticks through sound for the main rhythm, and then you have this very soft attack, I don't even know how to describe it, other sound, and together they just, they have this cool thing. The next guitar part that gets introduced are these arpeggios. Check it out. Okay, so now we're into the bridge. So just some arpeggios to help liven it up, to help, do something new with it. This bridge was really fun for me because I wanted to kind of reenact the choruses of Learning How to Say Goodbye from my last record. If you remember, I did this kind of broken tape loop sound thing. That's the official term for it, I believe. Let's just hear what we have so far with the main, the filter, and the arpeggios. So some call and answer with the filters, the high sound and the low sound, and those arps keep going. They're playing the chord changes. Let's add in the bari here. Here's the top of the bridge again. Pretty standard bari stuff there. I think I doubled those, so just to make it a real wide stereo bari sound. But this part is my favorite. This is the tape loop I was talking about. I'm going to show it to you just on its own first, and then you'll hear it with everything else. There's some like delays and weird stuff like that on there, but what you're actually hearing is me playing it kind of at a time, but consistently at a time, which is harder than it sounds. And the whole point is that it sounds like this, like I said, a broken loop that isn't necessarily in time, but stays somewhat consistent. So here's what everything sounds like together. Once the bridge happens, we go back to this kind of breakdown area where it's just the two main rhythm guitars again. To the chorus. Same as before, but now that it's a double chorus, on the second half of the chorus, we add in the bari and the broken tape loop, which hasn't been on a chorus yet. So let's just hear that. And there you have it. Those are the guitars. This is the first song I think I've ever put out without a guitar solo, which I think I'm just realizing right now, which is kind of crazy. I appreciate you guys for being open and just enjoying a song for what it is. You know, we spent time on the parts rather than having a craft like an improvised section. So let's check out the drums and the bass. So we got John and Julian, the guys in my band. We recorded this out at John's cabin in Clear Lake, Manitoba, which is about 3 hours outside of Winnipeg. We just kind of set up everything half in the kitchen and in the living room. You can see the clip right here as I'm talking about it. But it was a really cool way to record because normally we go into a studio and do the whole thing, but this way was just different, and we really got to experiment and come up with these parts in real time in a comfortable space that was just a house in the middle of winter. It was February of last year. So much snow, so cold outside. Kind of was perfect for creating and doing it this way. Let's skip over a bit. Fun little part there. You can hear on the bass there's obviously some overdrive and a bit of octave. Mixed with some extra processing that Jason Gant added. By the way, this song is mixed by Jason Gant. He mixed How Long and he mixed Reasons Why. Let's hear the bridge. Let's hear what that sounds like for the guys. So pretty standard stuff, just like big open notes, ride cymbal. That bridge is the one part where everything opens up and it's the big release until the last chorus. Everything else, as you can hear, is very, very tight and like by design, a lot of space. Let's just check out that last chorus. I love the drum fills on this. They're all really simple, and they're just really memorable, and they're so like Ringo-y. I love that. I also love this part where we do a little hookup. We go to the third here. Check it out. Little treats like that. This is like the first song I've ever put out that has no extra percussion and no keys. Obviously, there's 5 guitar tracks, well, more if you don't count them as stems. But really, it's full-on trio, which is really cool to me. Let's check out the vocals, actually, because that's the last thing we got. You're going to see 2 vocals and 2 BG tracks here. One of them has the delays and stuff, and one is just dry. So we'll listen to the dry ones right now. And we'll go from there. There's really not a lot of background vocals, just the bridge and the first line of the first chorus. This song called for a very kind of intimate, on its own vocal without all the background vocals.
It's been a while since I felt like myself, swimming round, laps in my head, treading water, nearly drowning. Am I out of my depth? Throw me a line.
Let's check out a chorus.
How the hell do I get through like I used to. Can't find the truth. How the hell do I get through? Am I supposed to without you?
So when we bring in the background vocals, it's after the second chorus. It sounds like this.
Am I supposed to without you? Can calm the storm in my head. Yeah, I try to forget, but it's like nothing is left. I can't be where you are, but we've gone too far. Now I'm lost in the darkness.
If you're curious, this is what the vocals sound like with the delays and stuff that's on there.
But we've gone too far. Now I'm lost in the darkness.
So as you can hear, it's very subtle, those verbs and those delays. The only other part is the top of the last chorus here.
How the hell do I get through like I used to?
Let's hear it all together.
Like I used to. Can't find the truth. How the hell do I get through? Am I supposed to without you?
So there you have it. Without You, out now, everywhere that you listen to music. I would love if you listen to it. Keep your eyes peeled because there is probably some more music coming before you know it. And as always, I'm excited to share it, break it down for you. Outside of that, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe and all that stuff to the channel. Come see us on the road and take care of yourself. All right?
How I